Hello, my sweet students. It is so wonderful to be with you again, even under strange circumstances. I'm so excited about the class that we have today. We have a new song to sing together. We have a new composer to learn about. But first, let's sing our welcome song. You can sing good morning or good afternoon, depending on when you're listening to it. Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun-shining faces. Oh, this is the way to have a good day. So good, my friends. Now, just like usual, just like in the classroom, we're going to start off by singing through all of our scales. So we're going to sing through our major scale, then our natural minor scale, then our harmonic minor scale, then our melodic minor scale. And instead of doing them all in that big scale train that we sometimes do, we're going to sing all of one, pause for just a sec, sing all of the next one until we're done with all of them, okay? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, si, la, si, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Wonderful job, my friends. All right, it's time for us to move on to our song for today. So this past weekend, a lot of families celebrated Easter. And if you did, I hope that the Easter Bunny brought you lots of amazing surprises. I love Easter because I have my very own Easter Bunny. This is my pet rabbit. His name is Bunbury. And we decided that in honor of Easter, we would sing a great bunny song. So even if you didn't celebrate Easter, this is just a song about a rabbit. I know you're gonna love it. Okay, let's get started. All right, this song is called Did You Ever See a Bunny? And I bet a bunch of you might recognize the melody. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sing a line of it, and then you're gonna sing it back to me, okay? And we'll take it from there. Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? He munches and crunches, and munches and crunches. Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? That's the whole melody. So, when you get to munching, I want you to make a little munching motion. So let's try singing the whole song through, and let's put that part too. Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? He munches and crunches and munches and crunches. Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? Perfect. So then we'll move on to the second verse. Very, very similar. Instead of munching his lunch, you're going to say, flaps his big ears. So let's try it. Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny flap his big ears? He flips them and flaps them and flips them and flaps them. Did you ever see a bunny flap his big ears? All right, one more verse. We're so close to the end. This is my favorite one because you're going to say, did you ever see a bunny hop down the lane? And I want you to give me your best hop during this, okay? Let's try it. Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny hop down the lane? He hips and he hops and he hips and he hops. Did you ever see a bunny hop down the lane? And that's the whole thing, my friends. I hope that you're ready to put it together. I want to see your best bunnies, okay? Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? He munches and crunches and munches and crunches. Did you ever see a bunny munching his lunch? Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny flap his big ears? He flips and he flaps them and he flips and he flaps them. Did you ever see a bunny flap his big ears? Did you ever see a bunny, a bunny, a bunny? Did you ever see a bunny hop down the lane? He hips and he hops and he hips and he hops. Did you ever see a bunny hop down the lane? Wonderful singing, my friends. Now we're going to move on to some rhythm. We're going to spend some time reviewing our note values, and then we're going to see if we can clap our very own rhythm. Ready? Okay, my friends, we've got all of our note values here, starting at the very top with that big circle, the goose egg. That's our whole note, gets 4 beats. If you want 4 beats of silence, then you need a whole rest. It's that symbol that kind of looks like a graduation cap. Moving down, we've got our dotted half note. Our dotted half note gets 3 beats. Next up is our half note. Our half note gets 2 beats. If you want 2 beats of silence or 2 beats of rest, then you need a half rest. That's the one that looks kind of like a hat, right? Good. Moving down, we've got our dotted quarter note. This is probably our trickiest one. Our dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats. Next up is our quarter note. Our quarter note gets 1 beat. And if you want 1 beat of silence, you need a quarter rest, that kind of squiggle looking guy. Then, last but not least, we have our 8th note. Our 8th note gets half a beat. And remember, it looks a little different when you see 2 8th notes in the row. I bet a bunch of you can even spot what 2 8th notes look like on one of the sides of this chart. And if you want a half beat of rest, then you need an 8th rest. That's the one that kind of looks like the 7 with the dot. All right, and without further ado, here is this week's rhythm. So the first thing I want you all to notice is the time signature. Those are those 2 numbers towards the very beginning of the piece. This piece is in 4/4. So that means we're 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat. Can you say that with me? 4 beats per measure, quarter note gets the beat. Good, so just like with our song, I'm gonna clap and perform 1 measure of this, and then I want you to clap it back to me. And then we'll try the whole thing together, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good job. I want to remind you to hold on those long notes. So anything that's longer than one beat, right? We've got a dotted half note in here. We've got a bunch of whole notes. Make sure you're not giving extra claps to those beats. Make sure you're just holding on through them wherever you see the little dashes in the numbers. All right, let's try this whole rhythm all together. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good job. If you did it perfectly, good for you. If you felt like you needed a little bit of another try on it, feel free to rewind this video and try it again, all right? Okay, so because this rhythm is on a staff, it also has notes that we can sing along to. So we don't just need to clap it, we also need to sing along. So I wrote your major scale notes on top of this rhythm on the page. And I want us to do our very best to sing through it because I bet you'll be able to guess the melody. It's a really, really famous piece. So I want everybody to keep a steady beat. That could be tapping, clapping, snapping, whatever works for you. And I want us to sing through this piece and see what we hear, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. So, mi, re, do, so. So, mi, re, do, la. La, fa, mi, re, ti. So, fa, re, mi. Did you get it? Do you know what it is? If you're still trying to figure it out, feel free to go back and rewind and sing it through again. I bet you can get it with just one more listen. If you got it, I'm going to reveal the answer on the next slide. If you guessed Jingle Bells, you would have been right. Woohoo! Specifically the part where they go, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. If you didn't get it, I bet if you go back and listen again, you'll hear it now. Great job, my friends. Now, for the last part of our music class today, let's move on to our brand new composer of the month. Our composer this month is Edvard Grieg. I know it looks like I just misspelled Edward, but that's how they say it up there, Edvard Grieg. So he lived from 1843 to 1907. And if we were in the classroom, I bet you know what my next question would be. What era was he composing in and how could you tell? He's in the Romantic era because most of his life took place in the 1800s. Grieg lived in a country called Norway. We haven't had any composers from that country yet. If you take a look, I put a map up there for you guys. So Norway is that red country all the way up at the top. And then that little blue arrow is where we are. So pretty far away. It's pretty cold up there. He was an amazing composer. He lived in Norway, and then he did a lot of studying in Germany, which is where a lot of our composers have been from, right? So it definitely helped him out. Additionally, he was an excellent pianist. This is something we've seen with a bunch of our composers recently, right? Becoming an amazing pianist is really, really helpful when you're going to try and compose something. So if you're in those piano classes, make sure that you're taking this time to practice and brush up on your skills so that you can be an amazing composer too. Okay, so our listening from our composer today is called Morning Mood. This is such a beautiful, wonderful, peaceful piece, and it's from a larger collection of pieces called Peer Gynt. So Peer Gynt was a play that a very famous Norwegian writer wrote, and as he was getting to the end of it, he was thinking to himself, he's like, you know what would make this so much better? Music! So he asked Edvard Grieg to write some music for his play, and Edvard Grieg wrote this whole beautiful suite of music for Peer Gynt. Peer Gynt was a play that was based off of fairy tales from Norway. And Edvard Grieg used a lot of traditional Norwegian music and Norwegian folk music in his compositions. So it was really a perfect combination of two artists working together. Morning Mood is one of those beautiful pieces that makes you think about waking up and seeing like the most beautiful sunlight you've ever seen overlooking a meadow or a lake or something like that. I bet a bunch of you will recognize this little snippet of the melody that I've put on the slide. The first thing I want you to notice is the time signature. This piece is in a time signature called 6/8. That's 6 beats per measure. Eighth note gets the beat. And what that does is makes it very light and dance-like. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll sing a measure, and then I want you to sing it back to me using your major scale notes. So, mi, re, do, re, mi. So, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, mi. So, mi, sol, la, mi, la, so, mi, re, do. Great. Let's put it all together now, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. So, mi, re, do, re, mi. So, mi, re, do, re, mi, re, mi. So, mi, sol, la, mi, la. So, mi, re, do. I love this melody. I think it's so beautiful and flowy. We are going to go ahead and listen to Morning Mood. And as you're listening to it, I want you to notice which instruments are playing that melody. There's going to be a video that's going to help a lot, but I'll give you a hint. There's 4 different instruments that play this musical line, and I want you to see if you can figure out what they are as you're watching it. Okay? Let's take a look. All right, wasn't that so beautiful? That piece always gives me such a sense of calm. I love it. All right, so the answers to our listening question, which instruments play the musical line? The first instrument that has that da 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 is the flute. Then it passes it over to the oboe. Now, the flute and the oboe kind of bounce off of each other in this line a lot. But those are the first two instruments. And then, as the piece is building, the melody changes over to the violin section. And you hear it there for a while. And then towards the very end, you hear it in the French horn. So if you got any of these, very good job. If you got all of them, I'm super impressed. We are just about to wrap up, but before we go, I wanted to let any parents out there listening know that I would love to hear any feedback you had on our first experiment with virtual music class. Anything that worked, what didn't work, if your students have any questions involving what happened today, I'd be happy to answer any of that. Thank you so much. All right, my friends, that is the end of our time together for this week, but it was so wonderful to be with you all again, and I can't wait to see you again next week. Let's sing our goodbye song together. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly, I'll see you again next time. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Bye-bye, butterfly, I'll see you again next time. I'll see you again next time. Bye.